Turning into a bicentennial podcast.
Well, you get one episode every 2 years. Is that what centennial means?
I think so, yeah.
It's probably.
If it doesn't,
right.
Someone will roast us in the comments about it.
I want you to apologize.
You want me to apologize?
I want you to apologize, you personally. How fucking dare you?
I am going to apologize, but in a sarcastic way that seems insincere.
Ah, I see.
That way I apologize ironically.
Nice. Good shit.
Yeah,
good shit.
so...
See, now I don't know how to respond to that. Now I don't know if you're really sorry or if you're making fun of me, and then it'll make me like insecure about my emotions, being like, oh god, can I talk to him about this? I don't know. Is he gonna make fun of me or is he really listening? I don't know.
Is he really listening?
And it's gonna have like it's gonna cause our friendship to fall apart, and then the show will end early, like 23 episodes down the line.
Yeah, so yeah, my loyal fan base, so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to wait.
God damn it. Oh, shit, no. It's happening.
It's turning.
Oh, God. But lucky for you, I don't care, because, oh, my goodness. Listen, everybody. Money is cool, and we like it.
Money fixes most problems.
If you give us money, you can join into the Patreon. We're using the Patreon money. We got a little project in the works, but you don't fucking tell anybody.
Some secret. We got a lot of irons in the fire behind the scenes.
Don't tell anybody. But we have 7, kind of 8 lovely patrons. It's like a 7.5. All right, we'll get to it. All right. Thank you to our $3 patrons, that being Toby Classback Expert and Mia Bowman. Thank you guys so much. And our $5 patrons, who we love even more, Lizard King,
slightly.
Changeable Landscape, Ada, Blue Liz, and my Homestuck, Dante. Thank you all so much.
We love you.
If you want to give us money,
more.
you can get roles in the Discord server that you should join, you stupid baby idiot. Why aren't you in the Discord?
Why aren't you in the Discord yet?
Yeah! Bully the fuck out of them.
Get on over here. Yeah, man. You're fucking watching this video on the internet and you're not on the Discord right now.
If you give us $5 a month, then you can look at the screen right now and look at this beautiful Rise Up artwork of E.T. God tiering, which is pretty cool. And you can get that for $5 a month on the Patreon. It's pretty fucking sick. The reason why we have a weird kind of like half patron is that story time. So I purchased on the internet this beautiful book by the name of Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff and the Quest for the Missing Spoon. I guess I can talk about it now. I applied for a Sakon panel, but unfortunately, Mr. Sakon said, fucking get the hell out of here, you fucking loser.
These guys aren't cool enough to hang out with us.
That's what I bought it for. So the idea I had for the panel will probably turn into like a bonus thing down the line. But so I bought the Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff book for it, and it costed $65. And then Liam, this person on the Patreon, was like,
beautiful
yo,
or human.
Do you want $65? And I said, okay, I guess. And so they donated $65 to the Patreon and then immediately canceled their subscription. So they essentially just gave us a one-time donation of $65. So I guess they were patron for this month. This month we have 8 patrons. Next month we'll have 7 again. So thank you very much.
But thank you, man. We appreciate
Liam Rucker,
it very
massive
much.
fucking thank you. That's the most amount of money. Ever. Not for this show, just ever.
You are officially the top-ranked patron.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. There we go.
It's a competition. See if every week someone can beat him.
Yeah, guys, you don't want to let this fucking new person, this newcomer, like beat you all out. Come on.
What's $70?
Make sure to check out the Twitter. It's in the description. Check out ET's music. It's in the description. It's all down there. We got fan art. We got beautiful fan art. Oh my god.
Our loving
fans.
We
have a decent amount of fan art because it's been like 3 fucking weeks. Look at this fucking shocked, horrified Molten that Harmony drew in the Discord server. It's beautiful. I love him. I feel like this is a reaction image. I'm going to use it as one. I think I have already, actually. Like once or twice. It's beautiful.
Something really unsettling's happening off screen.
I think we're going to save the big guns for the end, actually. We have 2 different versions of Horse Girl Hussey. We have 2 different versions of Andrew Hussey as a horse girl. This one is by Harmony as well. They're just putting his little fist up, doing a little neigh.
It's got that signature Harmony style.
Yeah, Harmony's kind of killing it. Harmony's one of the OGs, I feel like. Harmony was the first person in the Discord server.
Really?
Yeah. Damn. It was before it was finished.
That's... Oh, yeah.
The Discord server was not done when Harmony was there.
They were just coming in while we were renovating.
From Lizard King, the Jussie. There it is. This is also Bojack Jussie.
Bodrew.
There he is.
Hussman.
Dear God. Dear Lord Almighty.
That is a horse girl.
He's kind of made the rounds during our hiatus here. If you join the Discord server, be prepared to be like flooded with a fucking an avalanche of Jussie. More by Harmony, because Harmony's just fucking cranking them out.
Goodness.
Either it was Toby or Judge made a green text for Vriska and Sasuke being a thing. So now Harmony has drawn Vriska and Sasuke shipping art. Oh my god, look at them.
Oh man,
I hate how good this looks.
Yeah, man.
I despise how good this looks.
This looks
like Naruto. I don't like looking at Naruto, Vriska.
I believe this is from like the newest season.
Oh yeah, this is Boruto?
Of Boruto.
Vriska is in Boruto now?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking base.
Canon. I heard they were adding aliens, so...
I hope so. If they do, Vriska. And then this is it. These are the big guns. Thank you so much to Harmony and Lizard King for all this fucking drawing, especially Harmony. Mwah. And then Uncensored Homo on Twitter, Dictator Dirk, Beyblade.
Oh yes, the Beyblade art.
Here you go. This is UET. Look at that.
That's fucking sick.
The Beyblade AU starts here. The Homestuck Beyblade AU is a thing. There you are with fuck is that name? The name of that Beyblade?
Excalibur?
Xeno Excalibur. That's what it's called. It's fucking sick. I like how Dirk just put like the fucking PNG of the Beyblade instead of like drawing it. That's
love
beautiful.
that.
And then here is fucking me with my Beyblade. I got the outfit I'm wearing is for this character named Wakia. He's a scary man, by which I mean he gets beaten in one episode and then stops being relevant ever again because it's a long-running shonen for children.
Beyblade anime.
Yeah, Beyblade. I forgot the name of this Beyblade. It just looks really cool. It's like a clock.
It does look pretty sick.
Pretty fucking sick. Yeah,
but man,
it's so good. I really like. It reminds me of Hive Swap a lot. I really fucking like Dirk's art style. Dirk fucking nails the shit. Thank you so much, Uncensored Homo, Dirk. Beautiful. Homestuck time. We've been recording for at least 7 years.
At least
8
20
minutes.
Oh, God.
All right, it's time for Homestuck. It's time for fucking Homestuck.
Don't click off yet. We're about to talk about Homestuck.
We're talking about Homestuck, I promise.
I promise, wait. All right.
We don't get to start with anything fun.
I rewatched Jade Enter because it fucks.
Yeah, it does really fuck.
And I was like, you know what? This is a good starter.
It's a great start, but the problem is that we don't get to start with anything like fun and cool because the first thing that happens in this reading section, bro is dead.
Yeah.
Say goodbye. Bye-bye, bro. Bro's gone. Bye-bye.
He's hardcore dead. He's
super fucking dead. He died because he and Dave Sprite were wailing on Jack, and then Jack unfortunately gained god powers.
Yeah. it was a pretty even fight until he became god.
Yeah, they were holding their own, and then Vriska ruined everything.
And then,
so when you think about it, Vriska killed Bro, really.
Huh.
But she also didn't do anything wrong, so please cease that line of thought immediately.
True. There's a little flow chart.
No, Vriska is pretty fucking, oh dear lord. Everything is, oh god. Oh god.
She's got 1 or 2 screws loose, I think. Or 8.
Yeah, pretty much most of this beginning section is just Karkat explaining to John exactly what we already broke apart in S Jade Enter. And Jack kind of picks up Lil Cal, because I guess he wants Lil Cal? What's that all about?
I don't know.
What's that about? Why does he want Lil Cal?
I don't trust it.
Oh, why does he want Lil Cal? What's going on with Lil Cal?
Oh no!
Huh? Is there stuff going on with
When
Lil Cal?
you say that, it makes me think there is stuff going on.
We'll have to find out. We'll have to wait and see what's going on with Lil Cal, if there is any. Ooh, what's going on there?
I really did not think this puppet could have been relevant.
Nothing is happening with Lil Cal. Please avert your eyes from Lil Cal.
I'm looking right at him.
Oh shit!
And I do not like
and he's
the
looking
look.
right back.
I do not like the look I'm getting back.
Yeah, John never even knew that Jade's dog was a weird and scary. Keep in mind, John's just like, haha, Jade has a dog. Isn't that so cool? Yeah. And then Karkat's like, Jade's dog was God. And he was like, oh.
Oh, huh.
Fuck. Okay.
So this is a big deal, you mean?
Yeah, this is a pretty big deal. While they're talking, while they're giving a little talky talk, Windswept Questant is in the future doing something?
Oh, yeah.
She's, I think, creating the 4th exile station.
Yeah.
Because remember, the exile stations are based on their entry items, and Jade's entry item was like a Beck pinata. Yeah, so it's like the egg.
Beck head.
But it's like the egg was, but a dog.
But a dog.
But it's a dog.
And yeah, honestly, all I have for that section is, what is the queen doing?
Yeah, she's just kind of bombing around in the future, building a dog head.
Building a dog head.
And that's kind of what she's doing. Okay. Good for her, I guess.
I was like, okay, the next ship, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's the last. We have all the exile stations. We had the funny apple. We have the cork of the bottle. We have the egg and now dog.
Beckhead. Something I'm... Oh, no, actually, I talked about that last time. I think it spilled over from my notes.
Damn it, E.T. fucking shit up again. Ah. What happens next? Is it WV? It's been so long since we've read these fucking pages.
Yeah.
Because I had it ready for like 2 weeks ago now. So it's been a hot second. Yeah, WV remembers shit in the past, which is the present for us.
Yeah, okay.
And finally realizes that John is like the same guy. He's like, oh shit, the guy I'm watching on TV. This is the guy I met a long time ago for me,
Who
WV.
tried to take my shiny thing.
Yeah, what the fuck? He specifically calls John the windy one.
Because he's the heir of windy things.
There might be something there. I don't know. Maybe something there. Maybe something that we could conveniently get to by the end of this episode, maybe. Maybe something conveniently happens at the end of this episode that makes that incredibly relevant. Who knows?
Who knows? It's possible, but nah.
No, I doubt it. I could never say something like that. Absolutely not. Egad, a thief approaches. This pajamaed rogue surely seeks to put his mitts on your newfound glowy treasure. He is definitely a thief. You have an eye for these types. He is either a master thief himself, or at the very least, an apprentice of one. Now seems like an appropriate time to mention that Vriska is a thief of light.
Yeah.
Throwing that out there.
So, that line there, I was wondering when I read it if WV knew of the trolls, and if so, how? He's not from their server, and we haven't seen any instance of him, like, talking to them. I guess they could just be like, how often they fuck with their...
There.
Oh, okay, that's weird. Cool.
You're picking up on something, I think. If I remember how it goes correctly, I think you're picking up on a little thing there. I don't know what's going on there. What's going on?
Because, like, I thought it was just, like, pointing at, like, oh, WV's, like, weird. Maybe he's just, like, paranoid and, like, about John stealing stuff. But, like, it's even, like, beyond that. Like, he seems to specifically be talking about how he could be apprenticing under Vriska, the Thief of Light.
It's possible as well that this is just, if I remember correctly, then maybe you're picking up on something here, but it's also possible that this is just Andrew Hussey being a funny little guy with his prose, just being a funny little guy. Yeah,
and they're talking because
did you get it? Whoa.
The mayor is trapped. Oh yeah, I think he gets trapped in his like exile tube or cork.
Does he? Are you sure that's not later? Oh, that is, like, right here. No, never mind. Okay, yeah, he goes back to the exile station. He remembers his human etiquette. Good for him. He remembers to talk nicely.
That was nice.
He just tells John to do the windy thing over and over and over again.
Do the windy thing. Come on, do it.
Or no, he tries to yell, but he can't. And then, he caps locks himself into the exile station.
You can't yell and be polite.
The quote, I believe the quote is, "See what happens when you forget your manners." God damn it, WV, not using any human etiquette or decency. He ate too much of the human etiquette book and he has forgotten.
I was hoping he'd absorb the information, but I guess he only skimmed.
The next one is John and Vriska.
That's what I was thinking.
I want you to get your thoughts on this out first, because as the world's greatest Vriskologist, I will go through.
Yeah, you do kind of have the advantage here, informationally. I believe I have written here just some parallels of like how Vree is kind of taking the same approach of making John's life more difficult. Like when she's explaining to him the whole, oh yeah, no, that was me. I am the one who's causing the bad guy to be here, but I kind of had to, or you'd end up spewing off into a doomed timeline, and we don't want that. I like you. I wouldn't admit it because I'm weird and Vriska, but you know. And she's treating him like she does Tavros in the way of like, oh, I'm gonna make your life harder, and that'll make you stronger, and then you'll finally be able to hang out with me and like sit at my table.
You're correct. There are definitely a lot of parallels here with John, the way that she treats Tavros. Also, a fun little thing: John and Tavros are both breath players.
Oh,
yes.
he's
If
like
you remember,
the page.
if you remember, because they said it, I'm pretty sure they've said both of these. This is not anything crazy, but Tavros is the page of breath, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he's the page of breath, whereas John is the air of breath, and both of those are passive classes.
Oh wow!
But Page is the shitty one. No, Page is its own thing. We'll talk about more about Pages come like another 3,000 pages from now.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry.
It's real quick. Not too far from here. Oh yeah.
A more important character later is a Page, and so we can talk more about like what
in depth what Page means.
like what that implies really, or maybe in the Toby when Toby comes on to talk about classmates and shit. That'll be cool.
Honestly, I just got the vibe that Vriska was being like super sinister. I couldn't understand the logic at first, so I was just like, why is she being so evil? Like, what has she gained from this? But it seems as though she's got it all planned out. In the dialogue, John is confused and is like, is luck even a real thing when Vriska brings it up? Because these are very real abstractions for her that she can manipulate at her leisure.
Yeah. And to her, luck is like a tangible concept. Yeah. Like she has power.
It's very much, I take all of it from them and they're left without any.
At which point does it cease to be luck? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it beyond this like erogenous force that kind of happens to people and now something you manipulate? Is it even that anymore? Oh yeah, but I just thought it was weird that John's issue was whether or not luck was real, like the concept of it, when his best friend literally walks through time.
Well, the idea is he's calling into question the same thing that Kanaya and Terezi did in Act 5, Act 1. He's calling into question her removal of herself from her own accountability. So this conversation is really important for both Vriska and John, character-wise. Let's move into you know the Vriskology side of things.
Yes, please.
Also, it's worth pointing out before we get into that, it is very explicitly stated here that putting humans to sleep is the full extent of Vriska's powers on humans. She cannot do anything else with her mind control. It is just laid out very clearly in this conversation. I can put him to sleep. That's it.
That's it. That's the max.
So, as you said, there are a lot of parallels with Tavros. She has more respect for John than Tavros, but she's going through this in a similar manner of like, I'm going to put you in situations that aren't great in order to essentially try to push you to grow stronger, so that way you're as cool as me. And as I've said before, this is not entirely a lie. Like, we can see this now with John, where like she's a lot nicer to John than she is to Tavros. We can kind of see now, like, when she was doing that to Tavros, she
meant it, like...
She maybe didn't entirely, but to some extent, she either really meant it or tricked herself into believing she meant it. Okay, right? Yeah. There is some... it's not just as simple as she's lying because she wants to fuck with him. It's not that simple, and there will be more reasons for that later. Once we get to ancestors and shit. Don't worry. We'll get to more stuff with that. But yeah, so she's setting up problems for him to try and make him stronger because I'm this super cool person and I'm really strong. As we've said, she puts up this character. She puts up this front of someone who's like really cool and awesome. And the problem is that she is now starting to kind of buy into her own hype. She's now created problems for John and herself that are starting to maybe get a little bit out of her depth.
Yeah, they're starting to stack up.
As proven by the fact that after creating Jack, he went back there and kicked all of their shit in. Like, immediately.
That was his first thing. So,
John, on the other hand of this, is now finally learning just how fucked up Vriska really is. Because he's been talking with Karkat, and he's kind of starting to understand troll society. And now he's understanding that Vriska is not just fucked up because trolls are fucked up. She's just fucked up because she's horrible.
Yeah.
She's just kind of a nightmare creature. And so... And she's looking at all of this. I want to point out, these two conversations are directly contrasted with Karkat, who he's just now talked to.
Yeah.
He's just talked to Karkat, and now he's talking to Vriska. And everything that Karkat is so serious about, oh dear God, what the fuck have you done? Vriska is incredibly nonchalant about it. She doesn't care. It's whatever, bro. It's fine. It's totally cool. So he's now starting to understand like how kind of messed up in the head he is. So now they're both moving in two very different character directions. Vriska is now acting closer with John than she has with anyone ever. She is now like putting more trust in herself into John than she's been willing to do with any other character. And at the exact same time, John is starting to break off. John is starting to try and move away from it because he's seen through the bullshit.
Starting to see the issue.
But now, the more he sees through the bullshit, the more he understands why the bullshit is there to begin with, because she's a deeply troubled and flawed individual. And he's like, I don't want to touch that.
That's messy.
More accurately, I guess the way to put it is that, more accurately, he has seen through the bullshit to the real person, right? And the problem is that now his view is being yanked back to really look at the bullshit and say, the bullshit is too much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you're doing this because it's a front, you're still a murderer, and I can't condone that, right? And it's not like super explicit, but the seeds of it are now starting to be there, and this will continue to be a conflict between them going forward.
Yeah, of how much she's willing to do to reach the top, and John's never-ending love for his companions. He's like, how could you treat your friends this way?
Yeah. Anyway, then WV screams at John to do the windy thing, and he does it.
Yeah, and then he does it.
He does the windy
finally
thing.
Does the windy thing. Though he doesn't know what's happening or that that's something he's doing.
No. It's just kind of happening using him as like a
conduit of some sort.
Because he's the heir. It's a passive class. He inherits his aspect.
He's like, dude, the wind, I don't do any. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not doing shit, but the wind's doing me. Oh, God, I'm flying. But he puts out the whole fucking planet, so like, good for him.
Yeah, no, like, it was a lot of wind.
Yeah, like, it was pretty important.
It was a pretty windy thing. And then we cut to the land of frost and frogs.
Yeah, here we go. There's been, ever since, like, John makes it down to his planet originally, there's been references to, like, frogs being this scary thing, and you can tell, like, okay, we're getting into it. What's going on with the frogs?
Why is it
Why
so
are the frogs so important? They even reveal the title of her land super dramatically.
It was like all
like the land of frost and
frogs.
Boom! Inception boom sound effects.
Whoa!
Oh God!
Not frogs.
Did you notice the green sun is on her bed sheets the whole time?
I didn't until after
that
the fact.
thing. Yeah,
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, there it is.
There's just.
That's the green sun right there.
She never brought it up, so I don't think she knows anything about it, but that's weird.
Yeah, I have no idea if that's actually important. I don't think it is. It's just a fun little detail.
Yeah.
Like, look at that.
Maybe Beck sewed it for her with his teeth.
Yeah, it's possible that like it's something to do with Bequerel because he's the first guardian and they're tied to the green sun and everything. Very possible. I slept and saw God's forge in frost. Its hearth was quelled, and as it cooled, so swooned the verdancy it kept above. In slumber it grew a thick winter skin, white as bed sheets. In their folds the water dreamt, her breath as steam, her touch as hot as iron, forgotten in the fire. Oh, that this too, solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. Acclaimed actor and sleeping prophet, Charles Dutton.
Yes, sir.
Incredible.
Just the wise words of the prophet, you know.
Jade talks to Feffrey.
Oh yeah.
What's going on there?
Doesn't that happen twice back to back? Like,
yes.
So they have like when she first drops in, it's she had the realization that she doesn't know shit, and she woke up real cranky and she talks to Feffrey on the phone. But then they have a conversation again, and she doesn't remember that this is their second conversation?
Yeah, so last time we had them talking in the horrible Squiddle hellscape.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it was in the dream world. Now I got up.
And now they're talking again, but it's like really similar. It's basically the same conversation, and they kind of like go off script almost. And then all of a sudden, Feffrey's just like in the room with her, and you go, "What the fuck is happening?" And she's like, "Okay, so I'm asleep, and we're in a dream bebble." And Feffrey's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, okay, then you are asleep also."
Asleep.
And Feffrey's like, "Nope,
No.
super dead."
I'm already dead.
What? When the fuck did that happen?
When did you die?
So we know Feffrey's fucked. We know Feffrey's gonna die now. We don't know when, but will happen.
I wasn't sure if that was like an actual confirmed, like, oh, this character is dead and this is a real interaction we're seeing, or if it was just another part of the weird ethereal nightmare dreamscape shit going on.
I will. This is real Pfeffery. Like,
okay.
Like characters can talk to each other in dream bubbles. That's like their whole purpose.
Okay.
Because she's described the concept of like, oh, I've talked with my Lussus, and she said, hello, giant Cthulhu monsters. Please be nice to me, so we're not like screaming and in pain. And they said, shit, dog, you fucking hell yeah, bro.
You know Glub Glub? For
Yo,
sure.
we signed to the same frat, bro. Me and Glub Glub, he partied hard.
Wait, all right, we can totally get you a bubble here.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll throw a bubble your way.
It will still totally be terrifying, but...
No, that's the whole point of the dream bubbles.
Is there supposed to be
that
terrifying?
they're supposed to not be.
Oh, okay.
She's just kind of hanging out in her room, but she's in the dream bubble. It's a dream bubble that takes the form of her room. So like dream bubbles will take the form of like different environments based on like memories and shit.
So that weird nightmare shit that happened before, that was without the bubble?
So the Squiddles were the bubble. And then once it like broke and we got to see all the horrible Cthulhu monsters, that's the real. They're all
okay.
That's the furthest ring.
Okay, now I'm caught up.
Yeah, it's fucking scary.
Yeah, no, that's horrifying. Just a bunch of flashing squids.
Yeah, all these giant horrible tentacle things with mouths and eyes and...
And I thought it was so messed up that they gave the narcoleptic girl these horrific demon nightmares.
Yeah, sorry about
it's
that,
like,
Jade.
Oh, you have your dream you are asleep most of the time? Well, your dream
Have you noticed that
died.
Jade's narcolepsy hasn't come up that much right now?
Yeah.
It's kind of fallen off a little bit. I wonder why that is.
Very pertinent.
I wonder why that is.
Man.
It'd be interesting if there was a reason for that.
It'd be wild if there was. Especially one that we would talk about later this episode. That'd be bonkers.
No way, dog. No way.
But then we get to see a Strife.
Yeah. Okay, this song is called Sunslammer. Fucking banger.
Yeah.
God damn.
It does move.
Toby's jiving. He's jiving like crazy. Also, Toby Fox is jiving as well. Both Tobys are jiving. These imps are a fucking problem.
Yeah, man.
This is an imp.
This is an imp. This is the lowest level of grunt they have.
See how long it took to kill one imp? How the fuck did we kill Jack?
And that's the thing. Like, Jade didn't even. Yeah, okay, I said it right that time. Jade didn't even, like, connect. Beck had to show up and be like, die.
Yeah.
And then it blew up.
So, what do we do?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is meant to, like, kind of mirror the first fight with Bequerel, if you remember.
Yeah.
Because now they all have first guardian powers, so they're fighting like he did. It's pretty cool. And, like, the imagery in this is, like, really cool. Like, there's one specific badass shot where, like, Dave is there, and then you, like, fire at the imp in the reflection of Dave's glasses, which is, like, super fucking sick. It's, yeah, you're flashing all around, and you're kind of going all over the place. You go to the other people's lands and shit, and you see multiple Daves. There's so many Daves.
Yeah, so many Daves out here.
There's so many Daves right now. The Daves are piling up.
Oh, no.
But at least Jade finally levels up to Kiddo Eclipse on her ladder.
I saw her, actually. I didn't write any of them down, but they had some really cute names. I think that one of them was like a reference to like Marie Curie because of all the radiation in her theme.
That is nice. I mean, didn't you look up Bequerel and say like that was like a radiation scientist or something?
Yeah, it was a scientist that I think it's like a unit of radiation.
Damn, look at that.
And the scientist named after it.
Okay, Jade tries to talk to Beck's Bright.
Yeah, and he has such a way with words.
Yeah, he weaves together mystical tomes of story and narrative,
which sounds
by which I mean horrible static.
Which sounds like radio static and death, I think.
And then this causes PM's exile station to blow up, like we saw a long ass time ago now.
Oh yeah, we finally found out why that happened.
Yeah.
I was like, oh damn, that was something I was curious about.
Yeah, that happened a while ago. You just had to wait another 1,000 pages, bro.
And then we finally got there.
Or 2,000. Was it 2,000? It was a lot. It was a lot of pages.
Several. At least 3. And we get to, is this where Dave and Jade talk, or is this just Dave?
Yeah, the only other thing is that in the future, Male Princess appoints the old queen as her royal advisor, essentially trying to like learn. It's like, now I'm the queen, but I don't know how to be queen, so you should teach me how to be a queen. And the queen's like, okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
That works.
But then, yeah, it's Dave and Jade talking. This conversation is pretty important as well.
Do you know why the queen chose male princess? Like, I guess just because of her, like...
I don't remember.
Very virtuous.
Yeah, it's just you're a real person, and you're a real good person, and you were doing a good boy stuff. I remember.
I don't want to be queen anymore.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah, we find out.
Bully us in the comments for getting that wrong. Tell us why the queen chose male princess to be the new queen.
Yeah, why'd she do it? I don't know.
Yeah, so Dave and Jade are talking. It's pretty important. There's a lot of Spurb stuff in it. Remember Spurb? Damn, Spurb's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I remember Spurb. What a cool game that was.
Is this technically still Spurb?
Yeah, they're still playing Spurb.
God, this game's violent.
It's crazy as hell. Damn, these violent video games, bro. We gotta get them off our shelves.
It's ruining
They're really causing a big problem with all these fucking violent video games,
It's just
man.
ruining the youth, man. It's fucked. But, yeah, Dave has all the time now, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
He explains to us a little bit of his little time knowledge. Dave and it seems like they kind of argue back and forth about time and space.
Yeah, it's essentially bringing forth the concept that like aspects and classes kind of affect your personality to some extent, as well as being. It kind of goes both ways a little bit.
Okay,
it's not just you are this class aspect because you're this way. There is also some shit that's a little bit the other way around. Like Dave just inherently understands time travel better, like because of his class aspect. Like it just comes to him more naturally. And he specifically says, like, Jade, you will understand space shit better in a similar way later on. Like you will now have a greater grasp on space travel than I will as the time guy, which is kind of cool, I guess.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
And like space is like all physical space, so
yeah,
it's a big domain.
It's pretty powerful. Space and time are two of the more important aspects for reasons that will be explained later.
Yeah, I imagine they're the core of it. Cause like,
yeah, you actually just kind of nailed it. Wow.
Space and time.
I won't get into the specific reasons why, but since you basically just fucking nailed it, space and time are the two aspects required to win a session.
Okay.
If you don't have both a space and a time player, you will lose. Which is not to say that if you have them, you will guaranteed win, but it is impossible to win without both a space and a time player.
You're creating a universe? And if you're going to need space and time
thematically, yes. Mechanically, there are more specific reasons in the game for it, but that is the thematic reason.
Okay.
Yeah, you're 100% correct there.
Jade tosses... I kind of like this new Jade. Like, she's way grumpier, and she seems like
she's all
generally
grumpy.
sadder as a person, but she's also very... she's way sassier now. Like, she still has those moments where you can see cute Jade in there, because, like, that's always been her, but now she's just way more snappy about it.
Jade's a real Primarch Gilliman of the Ultramarines, when you really think about it.
If you really think about
it. Oh, man. It's important to point out while we're on character shit, because you're talking about, like, you know, Jade is obviously now just fed up with all this fucking shit.
Done. She's beyond done.
But... there's some nice focus on Dave as well, where Dave and Rose are kind of in a similar positions. Dave is so used to like using his time powers, he doesn't even think about it anymore, and it's just kind of all business, right? There's remember what we talked about before, where like Rose is so like enthralled with
all this
whatever she's fucking doing.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like it's all business. There's no time for friendship stuff. We gotta get to it, and Dave's kind of the same way here.
Yeah, they have been really on their grind. I wonder if that's or maybe it's just like a parallel I'm noticing of like how both the Durst players are very like, yeah, don't get me wrong, guys. I really want to connect with you guys and like formulate a plan on really like solid shit, but I have missions that I need to get done now.
Yeah, you're picking up on more of the differences between Prospect and Durst, where like Prospect Dreamers tend to be like fucking, I don't know, like Naruto, whatever.
I guess
Naruto's a Prospect Dreamer. What do you think about it?
Honestly,
no, Sasuke's a real Durst Dreamer. That's why you and Vriska get along so well. Although Vriska's, I think, a Prospect Dreamer.
I think so.
But whatever. That's opposites attract. You know, that's why Vriska and Vriska and Sasuke get along so well. Vriska's a Prospect, Sasuke's a Durst through and through.
But they kind of have like Prospect have this like very like you said, Naruto, like very like ideology like based, like, oh man, I have my friends here. That's really all I have here. So if I can get them together and we can formulate a solid plan, I know we can get through basically anything. And they're like both John and both John and Jade, I think, fully believe that
to some extent, yes.
Once they get together, we can formulate a plan and actually handle this and somehow find a way to scrape a win away from all this.
Yeah, John and Jade are very much like, I care about my friends and I want us all to have a nice time and be good boys. Mm-hmm. And Rose and Dave are like, all right, let's get down to the fucking brass tacks.
There are some things that need to get done.
All right. It's like, all right, Dave, go up and look at the sky and talk to Satan gods. We got to get this shit on the road.
He really did not like that.
No, he did not appreciate that whatsoever.
All right.
My man did not like taking off his sick Ben Stiller shades.
Like, damn. Oh.
Dave releases the IntelliBeam laser station to read capture codes they couldn't before.
Yeah.
The quote he explains it with is, basically robots are in control now, which is good news and bad news. The bad news is that they're all porn bots and they've got loads of provocative material they're just dying to share with us. And Jade says, what's the good news? That's also the good news.
Also the good news. It's a loss and a win.
Yeah, and basically the main thing they're doing here is that Dave is going to be Jade's server player as well as Rose's server player through time shenanigans because he's like, don't bother John. John's
he's doing a win thing.
He's doing a win thing. We'll worry about it later.
He's learning how to be the chump of swoosh.
The chump of swoosh.
We can't stop him right now. That's important.
That's crucial to the Spurv experience. Okay, yeah. So this is also important. For this Dave, all the scary shit that Kanai was talking about with Rose has already happened. And he basically just says, don't worry about it, you'll figure it out later.
Yeah,
But that's just worth pointing out.
Yeah, nah. The more I'm in it, the more I feel like Karkat, or the more I align with him on his views for time travel. Like, man, I fucking hate time travel, dog. Just the concept of like, oh, a future me is gonna be like, hey, man, you need to do this right now. Or you need to do whatever you're going to do right now, and all that weird stuff in the future, you'll get to it.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that feeling of like, man, I for sure have this info and could help you, but I can't because it might mess up what's happened.
Yeah, exactly. It's super fucking interesting. Because right now, Dave's playing with closed time loops to keep everything in the alpha timeline.
Simple, yeah.
Because once he starts fucking up his time loops, doom timelines and dead Daves start piling up, and dead Daves are the enemy.
And that's the enemy. We can't have any more dead Daves.
That's basically it with that.
I
I think Dave and Rose talk?
Yeah, Dave and Rose.
Oh my god, this is another really important one. This is a really important one. Fuck. What do you got for this?
Yeah, no, I don't have. Give me like a good lead in, and then I'll jump in.
Oh, of course, bro. Dog, high five. Fuck yeah, yeah.
Podcast dynamic.
God, look at that. Look at us go, bro. Okay, so when Dave was asleep, Dave took off his glasses and looked at the furthest ring, and the horrible Cthulhu monsters called to him for help. And Rose was like, "Damn, people are killing him."
Okay, this. This might be just completely out of left field and not make any sense at all. But when Rose was like, I don't know why I struggle to keep Rose and Jade right, but Rose was like, oh man, they're asking for help. Someone's killing them. I was like, wait a second. Is Jack fucking murking the gods? Is he trying to destroy the existence? Why would that be a part of his plan? And I was just really having a moment where I was like, what? I see all the numbers. I get the math. It's, with all the.
Ooh, I don't know.
I thought I was.
Jack is in the furthest ring. That's where he's looking for him. Yeah, he's literally there right now.
He's either trying to, I'm thinking either grab the green sun and become some sort of like all powerful being, or he's legit murking gods, which feels like a bad thing. I've only known God of War to do it and not go badly.
Yeah. Jack Noir is the real Kratos of Homestuck when you think about it. So the Horters are dying and they need help. Okay, yeah, so they need help. And also, this might not be happening right now, maybe, because time and space are completely fucked in the furthest ring. Mm-hmm. You know the warp in Warhammer? It's just that. It's literally that. It's literally the warp in War. It's literally that.
The further you travel, the weirder time
it's just all time and space are super fucking weird and terrible, and they don't make any sense, and bad things happen.
Any sense.
That's what it is.
I'm very excited for the scene where they actually get up in that.
Yeah, it's basically Rose just says, we gotta save the Horror Terrors, and then Dave says, I don't want to. And she
No,
says,
they don't want to.
if we don't
They
save
seem
the horror
evil.
terrors, reality ends. And he goes, oh shit. Okay, but,
Man.
all right. When you put it like that, suddenly I'm much more invested in the horror terror's well-being.
You are the seer, so I kind of got to take your word on it. These guys seem evil, but I'll do it. Oh yeah, he does a little joke about like, yeah, the green sun's big, but like how
I have
big
that
we
exact
talking?
written down. Because the thing they're planning to do is, what are we doing here? It's Rose is like, you're going to talk to the horror terrors. They're going to help you make a map to the travel to the furthest ring, and that map will lead them to the green sun. So now they're trying to get to the green sun. What? Oh, that's what Rose has been trying to do this whole time. Rose has been trying to find a way to travel to the green sun. Presumably to...
I assume destroy it to cut off Jack's power?
Good guess. Yeah, but the quote is like, how big? I need a sense of scale here. Is it like the size of our sun, or bigger, or is it only as big as, like, planet fucking Jupiter? It is nearly twice the mass of our universe. Okay, that's pretty fucking big. See how important that contextualization was. Now I know how fucking impressed I should be. I mean, holy shit, that's huge.
That is fucking massive.
Happy I could help.
He was like, oh, damn, okay, now I know.
And then this is the big fucking payoff in this conversation. Here it comes. Remember when Rose was like, John, we need you to get the tumor out of the battlefield. Mm-hmm. It's a fucking bomb. It's a fucking bomb. John Egbert is Robert Oppenheimer
bomb.
in Homestuck. He's, oh god. Oh dear fucking god. John, please stop it. John, please don't get the bomb. Fuck. So it's gonna explode. Right when the reckoning ends, the bomb will explode, and it'll be a big plan. So that's the plan. Is that Rose has talked to Doc Scratch, and Doc Scratch has said you could do this, and Rose is like, "Great idea, Mr. Vanilla Milkshake. I fucking like the way you think. We're gonna take the bomb, and we're gonna kind of like shove it that way into the furthest ring, and throw it into the green sun, and blow it up." There's lots to unpack there.
There's a lot to unpack there.
That's scary.
That's really scary.
Right?
Like,
actually, that's most of what there is to unpack. Actually, it's just general bad vibes and negative feelings.
A weird math thing that I don't think will come up, but would be really awful if it did. So the green sun's twice the mass of their universe. The bomb is a universal failsafe to destroy one universe. So it's just half the green sun there chilling. Oh man.
Oh god. Yeah.
Is it ever directly stated that Doc Scratch is the informant?
Yes.
Okay.
Or it might not be directly stated, but it's really obvious. I don't remember.
I think they probably say like white text or
something like that. It's very obviously Doc Scratch.
Like, oh,
it's not a jump.
Okay, yeah, I have is Doc Scratch her informant? And then my next line is, okay, it has to be.
Yeah, literally yes.
Oh yeah, I like this is where Dave Terezi comes up. They start talking, I think, about time splits and ish.
I think you just jumped a long fucking way.
Did I jump way ahead?
Oh my god. You jumped past... I think you just jumped past John Rise Up.
What?
The fuck?
That doesn't make sense.
No, okay, hold on. Let me look at your fucking notes. Let me look at this shit.
They're kind of just stream of consciousness ramblings, so... Oh no, that was him talking to Rose about the suicide plan.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I was thinking...
We'll cut all this out.
I was equating.
That's important though, is that Rose wants to... I might not cut it out. I don't know. We'll see if I remember. We'll see if I remember. Rose was like, I'm gonna kill myself. And then Dave was like, no, you're fucking not. And she says, nah, it's my dream self. It's fine. He's like, oh, okay, that's fine. Whatever.
I really wish you would have said that.
Yeah, that's totally good. Rose and Kanaya talk, and Kanaya says, hey, please stop, man. This is fucking scary. You're gonna disappear. They're really hyping up this really bad thing that's going to happen to Rose. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is it?
She just falls off the screen.
I guess. What the fuck happens? I don't know.
But everyone worrying about Rose is really making me start to worry.
Exactly. Now I'm like,
I'm like, oh no, what's wrong?
Rose?
What's gonna happen?
She specifically says as well, you underestimate the cost of a dream death. What the fuck does that mean? Which is probably just relating to the dream bubbles and shit.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just that. because Kanaya has experienced a dream death and understands that it's like, oh, now you have to dream this weird shit and hopefully be in a bubble. But I worry that it's gonna be bigger than that, and that when her dream self dies, it's gonna have like ramifications to like her living or waking self.
I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Much more importantly than all of that shit, though, Aridin is now a wizard.
Yes, Aridin's a wizard.
That is
now.
way more important.
I trained a rival
green
wizard.
Shun. Oh my god, you gotta go to the green sun with the tumor and like save the universe. Literally, fuck you and die. Aridin is now a wizard.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
The main character of Homestuck.
Yeah, he's a wizard now.
Aridin Hitler.
Oh my god. With a fucking wand. There he is.
I equate him to Hitler because he's super racist and wanted to genocide.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Trigger warning, Hitler, I guess.
Trigger warning, Hitler. Yeah, there you go. Fuck you. Okay, Jade talks with Tavros.
Oh yeah, Jade talks to Tavros.
Okay, this is really funny. It's a really funny conversation. But
oh god, yeah, it's a really funny.
Let's talk about this whole situation because this and this conversation right after it are very important. Really, all the conversations are important at this point in the comic.
Yeah,
I feel like
honestly,
there's not really any conversation that isn't like pretty crucial.
It's just kind of essentially like filler. Like everything like is either a plot important thing or a very big thing for a character.
Okay, Tavros killed Grandpa.
Yeah, that was funny. He really thought he was protecting.
He was like, I'm keeping you from shooting yourself, and also there happens to be this trespasser on your property who I can just deal with.
This random creep. I got him. I'll just teleport the gun right at him.
And also he has no concept of family.
No.
At this point in time. So, yeah, he would legitimately think that, because he has no concept of... He would look at the doll and be like, oh, that's her dad.
Yeah, that's her Lucis.
Yeah.
Like, he understands that relationship way better, and he was like, oh, can I... Like, I don't want to cross any lines. Can I brainwash your Lucis? But with Grandpa, oh, cool, random old man, I'm gonna murder him.
Yeah, kill that guy. It doesn't fucking matter.
Kill that guy. He's probably a thief.
Yeah, he wants to... You brought it up just there. He wants to use Beck to kill Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And Jade says no. This is important, though. Crucially right here, he considers just doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, well, I know what's a good idea. What if I just did it anyway? And kind of gets shot down. But it's important here. He is very insistent about his, like, self-esteem, even though he's, like, clearly very scared and out of his element.
Yeah.
Tavros is acting like Vriska.
Oh, man. Like, that's how he views, like... He views her as a confident person.
Yeah.
So I would imagine with how much time they spend together talking to each other, this is like affected how he shows that his own confidence. Wow. Huh.
Which is part of what I think lends the next thing with him and Vriska so much. We're going to talk about this. That one Tavros head's going to be real happy with what I have to say about him. I fucking got you. Ink Sands backup account, fucking legend. I got you, bro. Don't fucking worry.
But honestly, Tav is starting to grow
This is what it was all leading up to, all right? Fucking 10 episodes of us shooting at that. Fuck these guys. This is lame. It. Here's where it is. You stuck it out. There you go. But no, right here, he's acting like Vriska. He's like super insecure. He's like dealing with a lot of personal shit. And so he's not doing it nearly as well.
Yeah.
Because Vriska has years and years of experience, and Vriska's clearly very like social. Like she understands like social relationships and shit, but Tavros just doesn't. So Tavros' version of putting up a front is, haha, I'm totally super confident, guys. Right? But that's what he's doing.
I can feel all of my confidence from here. I'm so confident. Because
he's trying his best to make himself feel confident, he's just trying to decide that, like, my judgment would just be better than anyone else's. I am right.
That's for sure a Vriska mindset right there.
And then he talks to Vriska right after. This is it. This is kind of the ultimate conflict between Vriska and Tavros' character.
Mm-hmm. Before we step into that one.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
Just some a little.
I was excited to get to Vriska. I just love Vriska so much.
I feel you, my guy. That next conversation. Whoo. But just some little tidbits I wrote down about the Tavros Jade talk. This is where I realized that Tav is starting to grow on me. I was like, okay, I kind of feel with him like having been such a lame character and then like actually like growing into himself and finally like
I have a new respect for Tavros on this read through because I've always liked him. I've always kind of thought he was fun.
Yeah.
And I've always respected him because up until this read through, because you start to notice a lot more shit when you're just going through and taking notes and stuff.
Yeah.
Up until now, I've always just kind of thought of him as a foil for Vriska's character and not much else.
Okay.
He's starting to grow on me.
Yeah.
In like a more genuine way than just like, oh, I like him, he's kind of fun.
Here we find out how Tinkerbell died. He accidentally rolled over him in his wheelchair.
Oh, god damn it. No, 4-1 out for Tinkerbell.
4-1 out for Tinkerbell.
In the arms of the age.
And
Tinkerbell's super dead.
Tav says something, he's talking to Jade and explaining a scene, and he's like, I was sitting there being crippled like usual.
That's how he starts it off.
Yeah, and I was like, man, like, I'm glad that you're that confident about it, like that. Like, this is like, yeah, no, I'm crippled. Like, what of it?
Yeah, he's just kind of dealt with it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna have robot legs.
But the scene he was explaining was from the past.
Oh yes.
But then he says irregardless, which to me is just a funny like little word. And then later in the Vriska Tavros conversation, Vriska makes fun of him for it. Oh yeah, but he's just making his lies a reality. He's really forcing this confidence.
He's got to believe in Rufio. He needs to believe in the Rufio that believes in him, bro. It's just like Girl in the Gone, bro.
Honestly,
he's literally Tavros is the Simone to Rufio's Kamina. Really.
He said he didn't have to die. He's just never been real.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. So their conversation, Tavros and Vriska. Tavros and Vriska's characters have kind of reached their end point here.
Mm-hmm.
Vriska at this point is trapped in her hype. She's at this point like, this is what I need to do. Everything I'm doing is right. If you're against me, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
It's heavily implied here that Vriska is responsible for Jade's narcolepsy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever outright said, but it is heavily implied.
Like, yeah, like, what? Does she?
Which is kind of why, like, Jade's narcolepsy has just kind of fallen out of the story, because Vriska's busy doing other shit now.
Yeah, she's no longer watching her, so she's not making her fall asleep all the time.
She is the one who implanted the idea in Diamond Druid's head to create Bequerel in the first place.
Yeah.
Specifically for the reason of creating Jack Noir. Because he's already there for her.
Through Club's Deuce.
Yeah, through Club's Deuce. What the fuck? Here's the important main, like, thematic conflict here. What we have here is a similar thing to... I drew a character parallel a while ago between Jack and WV.
Yeah.
And it's these two different versions of trying to accomplish the same thing.
Yeah. How to overthrow a monarchy.
Sure. But it's more like how to... It's the concept of being a leader, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Vriska and Tavros here, it's the concept of what does it mean to be the hero? And for Vriska, it is entirely about relevance.
Mm-hmm.
It is about surface level, like, when people look at the things that happened, am I the important one that they look at?
Am I a part
That's
of it?
what being a hero is. I'm the one who does the things and beats the bad guy. That's Vriska's main thing. Is that Vriska wants to be important.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big, like, heart of her character. Is the importance and the lust for that is what drives her a lot of the time. Because for her childhood with Spider-Mom, she was not. It's just that simple. Like, she was not. There was no importance there. Spider-Mom said, either find me food or you are the food.
Or die, yeah.
And therefore, she lost herself in fantasy with Flarp, where she could be the important one. And at this point, it's all gone to her head. Tavros represents the other side of heroism. He is still afraid. He's very afraid.
Yeah.
But at this point, he says, like, if you are the one that made the bad guy, that means you're the bad guy.
The bad guy
and
now.
even if I'm scared, someone has to fight you, so I guess it'll be me. I mean, like, Vriska's way stronger than him.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
This is pretty fucking scary
He
for
doesn't
Tavros.
stand a
Like, he's
chance.
terrified. But he's just, like, the only reason for him doing this is genuinely because he believes it's the right thing to do.
That's
So
what
in the
a hero
last
would do.
conversation, we had him, like, starting to, like, become more like Vriska, and then he recognizes that and rejects it. And in this way, he is genuinely significantly more heroic than Vriska will ever be.
Yeah. She can't ever step out of her own, like, self because that's the most important thing to her. She's so self-invested.
And this is where I want to call out specifically fucking Tavros man in our comments. Because as we kind of have talked about, like, you know, there's some people, it's kind of a meme that, like, we hate Tavros because we've you know, bitched about him a lot. Because we've been like, what a loser, what a fucking baby bitch man. I firmly do believe that for a lot of the comic, Tavros is a bitch.
Yeah.
Some, like, people have said, our lad Inksands brought it up in their argumentation, but I've heard it said other places as well that, like, well, Tavros isn't a bitch, he's just surrounded by horrible people. I disagree. I think Tavros is a bitch. A lot of the time. That's why I like this moment so much. Because this is the time. If Tavros isn't a bitch, this moment loses all of its weight. Because it's him conquering that and him going through with what he knows is right anyway. Yeah. Saying, like, I am terrified, but this needs to be done. That has so much weight. If Tavros isn't a bitch, his character is way less interesting.
Yeah, his whole character type is, like, the whole, like, the first real story we get of him is the whole, fucking, what's it called? Flarg thing with him and Vriska. Yeah. And that his whole character is like, man, when things are scary, I run away. And that's, like, that is, like, what he's built around, and this is the one time where he's like... And we see that
again later on at the end of this reading section, where when Vriska is dying, she's like, just kill me, please.
Just kill me.
He doesn't. He runs away.
And he runs away, because that's too much for him, and that's just repeated on and on. That's his whole thing, is like, man, when I feel fear...
Fly, pupa, fly. I get the fuck out of here.
But now he's finally filled with that fear that would normally cause him to run away, but he knows that a hero wouldn't do that. So he's changing his path and becoming the hero that he wants to be.
It's beautiful. Fuck yeah. I hope nothing bad happens to him.
Me too, but man, I do not have high hopes for that. I have the lowest
He does fall down
hopes.
The stairs immediately.
Man, I just feel like I imagine he's going to sneak up on her. Well, he's not going to sneak up, but when robot walks over to her, it's going to be a real quick instant kill that'll be really dramatic because they're going to scene it up. But I think it's just going to be like one quick stab, and it's like, oh, well, that was sad.
Andrew Hussey kills those fucking bullies. Yes.
The never-ending Hussey.
Yes. Hell fucking yes. This is the greatest thing in the history of metafiction. There we go.
The greatest thing.
Yeah, the never-ending story is constantly fucking referent.
But he had to put Falcor down.
Yeah, unfortunately. Ask John, enter village. Together we represent an impenetrable edifice of amphibious fury. There is no way anyone is getting through. Public safety is assured. I fucking love those, like, three guys that are just standing there. And then, oh my god, and then you get down there and you fight the big Flash. There he is, bro! There. We're gonna do this bit every episode now. Fuck you. Someone's gotta keep farming these goddamn mushrooms. Yeah. Fuck yes, bro.
Somebody's gotta do it.
Oh my god. Not much happens in this Flash.
Yeah, I guess there's some, like, cute stuff. Like
all the salamanders are great.
Yeah, all the salamanders are really
so
fun.
Good. I love them.
We find a little cult of, like, wizardy ones that wear robes.
Yeah.
And they want you to behold them.
They all want a crumpled head object, so we can purchase a crumpled head object for one of them and make his day. It's beautiful.
When John hits the top of his echelon, there's a little... one of the little tiers before it is a man Skylark. Because earlier on the tiers, there was boy Skylark.
Now we are a man Skylark.
Man Skylark. And then he becomes the air transparent, I think.
There's a couple references made to the slumbering one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the denizen.
That's the denizen, yeah. Keeping all his... Is his planet's problem that the fireflies are stuck in the sky? Is that it?
It's the clouds are there, and they won't move, so they don't get to see the sky, so the fireflies are all trapped. They can't, like, fly around and shit. It's sad. And also oil is everywhere. That's probably a more immediate problem.
That seems like a
your
much
entire
bigger
planet
issue.
can go up in flames if one guy does a bad thing. Hint.
Oh yeah, he finds a firefly in one of the mail tubes, and I was like, "Oh wait, is this like a part of this quest? Do I need to free this thing?"
I think it's Serenity.
Then he just lets it up, and it flies back up there.
It's beautiful. Oh no, he finds Serenity in a different Flash. Never mind, I forgot about that.
I was like, "Serenity, what's that?"
Remember WV's little firefly friend?
Oh, yeah.
It speaks in Morse code. It's fucking sick. Makes it at the quest bed.
The quest bed. I want a quest bed.
Vriska offers to put John to sleep on the quest bed. It's important to point out that she does make a very big deal out of asking him, like, if it's okay.
Yeah.
Which is obviously because he's about to get fucking stabbed.
Yeah.
It's very clearly like her being like, I'm unwilling to just kill you. So right? Like, this is a choice that you need to make. Which I just think it's fun. That, like, even Vriska has, like, enough, like...
decency to
be like, this is an important decision.
I'll hold the gun, but you gotta pull the trigger.
Here we go. John dies.
Yeah, man.
John dies. Jack Noir kills him.
Stabs him. He was like, oh, sleeping youth?
Damn, that looks comfortable. I want to sleep on that foam bed. Motherfucker, he's already sleeping there. Ah, these pieces of shit. Stab. And then
he rises
This is the big flash for this episode. John rise up. This flash is downright mythical. Like, it feels like the ascension of a deity.
Yeah.
It has the appropriate weight. Like, all of the fireflies, like, gather around him as, like, this beautiful music is playing by fucking Toby Fox. This song is called Savior of the Waking World. It is absolutely gorgeous. He just glows with this, like, beautiful, magnificent light. Oh my god, like, all the other kids on, like, all of their respective planets can, like, look up into the sky and, like, see his aspect, like, fill the sky as he like, ascends to godhood. It's beautiful. And there we go. He has the crest of the aspect of breath on his funny little shirt. Remember that blue outfit he was wearing at Carcat Troll This Worthless Human?
Yeah.
That's this one. There it is. This is right here.
Finally got it. So, yeah, the god tier, I don't get it. I don't know if they'll ever explain it again, so I'm just going to bring it up now.
They will, but you may say your questions.
So you reach the top of your echelon, which is like the leveling system of the game, and then there are god tiers that are beyond this max leveling system. And the only way to access them is to get killed on your quest bed?
Yes. We can get into what happened in As John Rises Up. Essentially, there are more mechanics to god tiering that they will talk about later.
Okay.
But yes, there are different levels of god tier that you could reach once you have god tiered. Right? Basically, your waking self needs to find your quest bed on your planet, reach it, die, and then all of the memories of your waking self will essentially just be transferred to your dream self, and they will merge, and then your dream self will ascend to god tier. So if your dream self is dead, you can't die on your quest bed to reach god tier.
Yeah.
That's what Kanaya was talking about. To some extent.
But, like, I don't see why that's necessarily bad.
I mean, god tier is really, like, powerful.
Yeah, it sounds pretty sick. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I guess, like, no, because, I don't know, like, I guess, like, to me, it's like, oh, yeah, you won't be able to reach this, like, super extra bonus level in the game, so you could fight Jack, I guess, or whatever you'd use that for. But they seem already pretty confident that Jack's too powerful for even, like, god tier guys.
There are more benefits to god tiering than just being really strong.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Like, pretty important ones.
Oh, yeah. No, I believe it. I just don't know any.
Essentially, like, now, like, an added level to, like, the point of Spurb. Like, literally, the point of Spurb is, like, to make a universe and then become a god of that universe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking they were getting
cool as hell.
That's pretty fucking dope. And then we have... Wait, what do you have next?
David Terezi.
Okay, yeah. David Terezi, and this is it's a mirror of him and John and Vriska going and doing this quest bed mission literally moments ago. Yeah.
There's a massive difference in how Vriska and Terezi have, like, handled this conversation. Vriska very much kind of I like that she still felt the need to, like, make sure that, like, he was okay with it.
Yeah.
But she did very much like lead him into it, right? Whereas Terezi's like, no, I want you to have the full knowledge of exactly the consequences of what this would take and what it would entail in order to do it.
You need to see it and make this choice.
Even though she knows that it will mean that he pussies out and doesn't do it.
Because he'd never kill another Dave.
Well, he wouldn't be willing to die. That's the point she's making. in this immediate circumstance, it would involve killing another Dave. But the point she's making is that he will not God tier.
Yeah,
They've literally said that like
never reach that tier.
That like John is the one who reaches God tier, and like they don't do it
because he's like afraid of he'd have a problem facing his own death or something. But I know this could be like him just putting on a bold face or something, but I don't know. Like at no point does Dave really seem too concerned with his own well-being. It seems for sure more about, oh, this is another me. I'm not going to. Oh, okay, I see how that could line up.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, it's another me. I can't kill me. He's a future Dave. The dead Daves are the enemy and shit.
Yeah.
But
Dave's kind of having trouble, like, with now the perspective of his time powers. Having trouble kind of, like, he's having trouble applying that to, like, his own mortality and, like, kind of dealing with that.
Yeah.
Pretty fucked up! Yep, he opts out of killing Doom Dave, moves on. Doom Dave gets murdered.
Gets super murdered, yeah.
Bye-bye, Doom Dave. Bye-bye. Say goodbye. Wow, so fucking mean. You're not saying goodbye?
Oh, yeah, Doom Dave.
Yeah, see, that pour one out for
I'm
my
sorry,
man.
dog.
This is it. This is what we end on.
Wait, he's another little quick little catchphrase. Dave tells Terezi, my skull's a bucket and my brain is a plump fuck grub. And she says, that's probably the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, what the fuck, Dave? Holy shit. All right.
I think he's just real tired of the mind games.
He's so done. Dave, a lot of them are done. John's the only one that's pretty, like, kind of chilling.
Yeah.
Rose is going insane. Dave and Jade both just seem like they're really fucking over this whole thing. And John's like, yeah, video games.
Sick.
Yo.
We're still having fun,
it's like,
right?
God, it's like Tetris or something. It's so cool.
Or something.
God, I love Mrs. Pac-Man on my fucking arcade cabinet, bro. I love Spurs. It's such a cool video game.
So cool. You guys not having fun?
All right.
Then we do the
big flashback. Vriska is bleeding out on her quest bag. And this is like a pretty big understanding for like why this moment essentially explains like why she's completely dropped Tavros and is instead focusing on John.
Yeah.
Because at this point in his character, Tavros is kind of a huge bitch.
I hate to say it.
Literally just begging Tavros to kill her. Like, please, Tavros, kill me. Don't let me, like, bleed out on this slab in horrible pain. Please just kill me. Like, I want you to make this decision. I want you to be strong. Please, Tavros, do this for me. Like, I am begging you. For once in your life, please make a decision and do something. And he doesn't.
And then he did make a decision.
He bitches out.
To leave. It was really a lot of weird emotions going on in there.
He wants to make the decision himself, but he bitches out, and so then Diamond's Droog forces him to.
Forces him to kill Vriska?
Yeah. But the whole point was Vriska could have mind controlled him to do it herself.
Oh yeah.
But she wanted him to make the decision, and he can't do it. He bitches out, and so because he can't do it, then Diamond's Droog forces him to.
How does he force him to? Oh,
I don't remember.
Okay.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I have it written down. I know there is a whole thing with Diamond's Droog in this section. Because that's who she's arguing with. She's controlling Tavros to write shit, and she's writing back to Diamond's Droog. Diamond's Droog is the one telling her, mind control him. Just make him do it. Who cares? And she's like, no, I want him to do it. And then Diamond's Droog does something and makes it, I forget what he does, but he does a thing.
Mm-hmm. Because all I remember is him running away and then the hive blowing up or something weird. Oh no, it wasn't. Not Heart's Boxcar was talking to Tav during this, and was like, "Kiss her, do it."
Yeah. God damn it, Heart's Boxcars, you little scamp, you little rascal, Heart's Boxcars.
And then he's like, "Man, I need to stop playing games for girls."
But yeah, Vriska ascends to God tier.
Vriska, right?
Holy shit, there she is.
Fully.
God damn, she's got these big wings. Vriska's God tier outfit is awesome.
It's pretty sick.
Lore of Molten. The first post I ever got featured on the Homestuck Amino was one of was like this big artwork I did of Vriska in her God tier outfit. It was not that good by my standards right now, but I was very proud of it at the time.
Nice.
So fuck yeah, Vriska is dropping fucking dice around and shit. And we know from his conversation that Tavros will spend the rest of their session barely awake, pretty much dreaming on Prospect to escape all the horrible trauma.
Yeah, fair.
And that's it.
That's about it, yeah.
Homestuck. Yeah, I love Homestuck. Don't you love seeing all of your fun boys going through horrible things? It's fucking scary, man.
Yeah, it's like, it's fun, but in like a horrifying way.
Yeah, it's God. You're fucking on the edge of your seat.
Like playing with lit dynamite. It's like, this is exciting, but also I might die.
And that one that already blew up, that one's Pfeffery. What the fuck's going on there?
I am in danger.
Yeah, when the fuck does Pfeffery die?
When does Pfeffery die?
I don't know. I do know.
'Cause, like-
I do know. He doesn't know. Okay? Nobody tell him what's going on, guys.
'Cause, like-
but I know.
Right now, she's just chilling on the asteroid with all the other
Yep,
trolls.
she's just hanging out.
Just vibing. And at some point she dies. I don't know why or for what reason. I have to assume Jack, but honestly, the rest of the trolls are just as likely to end up killing one another for random reasons.
So if you had to put money on whose fault it is, who do you think it
Briscoe.
is? Briscoe? That's it.
If I had to
I love how
bet
quick
money,
that was. Very safe guess. Very safe guess.
that's my first guess. Though I guess nah, because Aridin, he seems to be like, he's upset that they didn't work out, but he's like moved on. He's already hit on like 8 different chicks by this point.
It's unclear whether or not he's actually moved on or if he's just rebounding really desperately.
Yeah, I don't think
Aridin's
he's
kind
like,
of a slime ball. He's not really like a character so
Yeah.
much as he is just like a bowl of like grease and kind of like gross like pocket lint and just like other things that aren't really that bad but not
but they're
great.
like stuff you don't want.
Yeah,
to
stuff you
touch.
don't want.
But yeah, like he doesn't.
Sorry,
like,
Spacey.
he doesn't seem like he's fully over it, but he does seem like he's at least trying. Like this isn't all consuming him, it seems. And that's really the only ones who seem mad at this point. No, wait, Gamzee's is upset.
Yeah,
He's
Gamzee's
super
upset
pissed.
about ICP.
But I don't know why he would take that out on Pfeffery. She's not dating Dave. Yeah, no, Vriska's my bet. Yeah,
Fair enough. I'll shake on that. There
Yeah,
we go.
man.
Yeah, big shake.
who do you think? Oh yeah, I guess you know.
Man, it'll be crazy. I'm gonna take a wild guess, but that guess will be 100% accurate. Ah, fuck. Here we
Man,
go.
That was nutty.
I mean, what did I say at the beginning of last episode? Like, this is the real shit, and it's been non-stop. It's been non-fucking stop.
Yeah,
Every fucking page is some
everything
new bad thing happening.
oh my god, this too.
We're all fucked. Everyone's gonna die, and but it's gonna keep happening. But like, especially Pfeffery though. Like, she's super dead.
She's super dead. Yeah,
That is confirmed.
that's canon.
That's hard confirmed.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Oh man, there's so many. I didn't even have time to enjoy that character.
She didn't do much.
Oh yeah, all I
mean,
know
like,
is that
based on what we know about her, like, she was gonna be the Empress. She
seemed less
talked
racist.
yeah, she was pretty nice. She went in the game. She got Dream Bubble set up. She dates Solux, but not really.
But not really. They more just make
Like,
out.
I mean, like, they're dating, but like, it doesn't matter. Like, all we get from it is like one character throwing in a line where it's like, "Man, they're dating. Isn't that crazy?"
Yeah, man.
And then she dies.
Stop saying glub all the fucking time.
Yeah,
and then,
fucking I'm a fish or whatever. Ugh.
and then she dies.
And then apparently she dies, but we don't know how yet. What do you predict's gonna happen next time?
What I think's gonna happen next time, like next episode.
Next reading section.
Okay, I'm thinking that. So I think Tavros is gonna find Vriska. He's going to before that he's gonna alchemize his legs and his rocket wheelchair and his lance to be the handy capable stabber.
Oh my
And
god.
He'll one shot Vriska. That'll end that
And then Vriska is
storyline.
dead now.
Like completely end that storyline. John will get angry as a god and fly all the way to his dimension and fight him, and they'll have a fight to the death. And then Dave and Therese will probably do more art together.
I wonder if they do more art. I hope they do, but I don't know if they do. They probably won't, honestly. I think that's done. I think we're getting into the big shit. I don't know if they have time to scroll out some more fun comics.
But in my fan canon where it ends that way, they have time for it.
Yeah. Anyway, next episode. How do you feel that we've passed the 3,000 page mark?
It's pretty nutty. Like, we started this a while ago, and
We started in March.
yeah, like a while ago.
Yeah, like a hot second ago. But yeah, 3,000 pages in.
3,000 pages.
Fuck yeah.
This is it. And I'm
And
having a great
speaking of
time.
that, next week we're going to read through next week, ET. Hey, ET.
Hey,
next
man.
week, all right?
Hey,
next
man.
week.
By the by the I aired the light.
Fuck you.
I aired it.
Look at him go. God, he's airing that light. So he's morbing. Oh God, he's morbing.
Someone call a doctor. I'm kind of morb.
You mean like Dr. Michael Morbius?
Anyway,
yeah. So next episode we have pages 3,133 to 3,359. I repeat again for all you lovely people. 3,133 through 3,359. That's what we're covering next week.
Yes.
It's fucking happening. The grubbing is back. We're
back.
We're grubbing up a storm, dog. Woo-hoo! Grubbing so hard. Fuck yeah.
Actually, we're gonna postpone this next episode already.
God.
We're gonna put it a few months back.
Yeah.
If you want your regularly scheduled weekly podcast, you gotta subscribe. You gotta give us all your money.
Yeah. Fucking empty out your wallet. Yeah.
You need to bankrupt yourself to finance.
Literally,
the
I
GrubCast.
want you to be living on the street. I want you to get evicted by your fucking landlord because you gave $700 a month to the GrubCast. Do you understand me? Your personal lives mean nothing. Mean nothing to me.
I couldn't help it, Doc. I had to give him more money. Have you seen episode 10?
It's so crazy, bro. Don't even know why was in it. Anyway, I'm glad we're sitting out here on this meteor. I sure hope nothing bad happens.
Yeah.
You know? Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
What is?
It's Vriska. Real life Vriska Circuit is here. Oh, and she's.
I didn't
floating.
think she'd be that fat.
She's gonna. Oh, she just rolled her dice on. Oh my god, the rumors were all true.
I said it with a PH. It's not offensive.
Vriska was, in fact, incredibly large. Andrew Hussey was right. And she just rolled her dice. And her dice have landed on... Oh my god, she's gonna start dropping knives from the ceiling.
How do you roll a natural 20 on an 8-sided die?
I don't fucking... Oh my god, it's crazy.
Oh god.
Okay. Well, the knives are slowly falling out of the ceiling. So
I think we have time, actually.
Yeah, before the knives fall on us and impale us, then I'll let you know that, oh my god, you should check out the Twitter at the GrubCast. It's in the fucking description. You should check out ET's music in the description. Join the Discord server. We love you all.
Yes.
Thank you all for 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
Fuck yes,
100
triple
subscribers.
digits. Boom. Oh dear lord, they're falling even faster now. I gotta make it funny. Give us money on the Patreon, bro. That's a good idea. Hurry. Give us some money.
We'll need money for these hospital bills. Oh my god.
Oh, these hospital bills. Oh god, it's just fucking pinned my foot into the ground. One of them fell. Alright, that's it. We gotta cool down. I hope we can escape from these knives from Vriska falling from the ceiling. Oh my god, I'm gonna be able to get out of here, ET. Gotta find out on a GrubCast.